Up and going. Welcome everyone to the stream. YouTube, Twitch, everyone. While you're here, enjoy the show. Leave a follow, leave a like, leave a subscribe. Do whatever you gotta do. You know, support the channel. But let's just get right into it. All right, so now that we've gotten, I did a little bit off screen here. Ooh, let's go ahead and yeah. So I did a little bit off stream here, and I just finished fleshing out this the main centerpiece. Now I gotta go ahead and get reference for the other ones. Ooh. And if you hear the loud meowing in the back, that is my cat having a super fun time with his panda. He's been going at it for I don't even know how long. I was gonna see if he would stop. Well, it kind of sounds like he has. He's been going on and off there for a bit. But, yeah, so all I'm doing here, I'm trying to line up this with, trying to imagine where the pants would end, so just measure. Alright. And this foot's kind of tucked behind. And let's just go ahead and hit control on all of these and kind of rotate it. Yeah, that way it's more flat. We want it to be, oop, so now I get that. All right. So, this, okay, yeah, we need to merge those two layers. All right. So this is our kind of like a secondary sketch. We have our primary sketch, which is just like complete and total mess. And then we're doing a bit of more refined sketch, so that way whenever we go to actually do the line work, we know exactly where it needs to be. Just making sure the forms are down. The block out sketch, the initial sketch is more just for placement, trying to figure out exactly where everything's going to go, design-wise. And then once you've figured that out, which this is going to be moved here, a little farther back, because he's going to be a little back in the foreground there. Alright, and this. His torso's a bit long. Ooh. Alright, so this torso's a bit long, so we're gonna take that and we're gonna move it down a ways. Just kind of hunching over. That way it's still yeah, that works a lot better. And then, as for this roughed out sketch here, I'm gonna move that hand and place it right there on her shoulder. All right, so that's looking all right. Get this. Oh my God, that cat will just never stop. I'm confident that he's going to be just doing all kinds of stuff to that panda all night long. Alright, we're just gonna quickly grab the color here. Gonna go back into our refined sketch because we didn't quite get the look that we wanted for this one. Alright, so knees. So her knees are going... Let's just erase this part right here for now. Which actually might actually work in our favor now that I'm looking at it, because she is kind of facing... So, alright, so with the body, it's kind of in a twisting motion. So this actually kind of works. We can kill two birds with one stone, kind of hide that horribly foreshortened leg while also making the pose a bit stronger by twisting the bottom, facing more towards, well, it's more towards the left. Yeah, okay, it's left on stream too. Yeah, more towards the left, while simultaneously, I already said hiding the leg. I don't know what more I was going for, but yeah. Which, not that you always want to hide, but you know, if you can find shortcuts here and there and make it look better in the process, then hey, that's even better. All right. Now this is gonna be foreshortened. I just gotta make sure it works. That is the biggest thing. Okay. Now, this is a young girl, so she's not going to have any of the typical womanly features that you'd expect. Now, we do need to make sure, so the torso is kind of like this. Gotta get rid of that, because that's kind of screwing up the whole look here. So yeah, it's kind of twisted. Well, it's maybe not the most accurate way of putting it, and maybe that doesn't look entirely natural, to be honest. Okay, so this, yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this lower half here, and we're going to twist it. Okay. Now we do need to kind of get rid of all of the, let's get rid of the back part of this behind the refined sketch, since we don't actually need that part anymore now that we've got the refined sketch for her. All right. Alright, and then we'll take this head here. Kind of lean it there. Alright. Just kind of looking at it. Oh, here we go. Wait. There we go. We're looking for canvas. Can't remember exactly where it is. Here we go. Flip canvas horizontal. All right. So it's leaning more towards the left, so, yeah, which isn't a terrible thing, but we do probably do probably want to break up the silhouette here. So let's, instead of moving this one like that, we will kind of do that, just to, yeah, that way she's kind of laying on that hand here, or leaning towards that hand here. We will, yeah, and then we can bring the, almost as if she's wrapping around. Okay. Just gotta get the area for the pelvis. Maybe this will help us actually. So pelvis here, and then, yeah, something like that. Okay. So now that we've got like an idea of where that's gonna be, I'll just give that pelvis line there. Erase that. And then that's gonna be where the collarbone lies. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, you can see the twist in the, yeah, so the middle here, and then it goes over here, and then, yeah. Trying to give it more of an interesting pose. All right. Okay. And now we go back, we flip the canvas again. All right. Yeah, that silhouette looks a lot better now. I do like that significantly more than I did before. Okay, so this will probably be ready for the rough out stage once I get the reference image. And actually, to create some amount of symmetry, what we'll do is, this is a younger boy, and he's going to be resting his head on his fists. And maybe what we'll do is just to create some semblance of symmetry, we'll kind of give him a little bit of a cockeyed glance. So we want to give an air of like a family photo kind of vibe. All right. So now that that's settled, we can lower the opacity on this again to a very low, because we're really just using it for the silhouette. All right, and now we have the roughed out for her. I don't think this one actually has anything. Yeah. So this one is secondary sketch. If I don't name it now, it's gonna get lost later. All right. So there's that. And actually, while we're at it, we'll take this and we'll add a little bit more hair kind of behind, just so you give that 3D element to it. And I think she seems a bit tall in this picture. She's not that tall in real life, so what we'll do is we'll take this and we'll kind of bring it down a bit. maybe not quite that much. Oh. Okay, and then we'll kind of shrink it a bit too. Okay, yeah, that's better. And we'll also, oh, don't know why it deselects that. So also erase away there because the head's gonna overlap that area, or the head of this body right here is going to overlap that area, so we don't need that. Okay. So while I'm doing this, let me pull up a reference for the other, one of the other entities in this picture. I'll do the little girl. May take me a second to pull this up, so just bear with me. Ask any questions if you feel like it. Alright, let me... Strange, okay. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Just surfing through pictures. Okay, I think we may have gone too far, actually. Let me look at this again. Okay, so we'll go... Actually, should be in our friends list. Finding these photos on Facebook, and it's kind of difficult to locate, especially since I don't know the people in question. So I have to go through mutuals. Alright. Search might be quicker. There we go. I think I've found the correct... Alright. Here. Don't need to be revealing any private photos here. Alright, so we just gotta zoom in. The face is gonna be the most important part because we want to capture the essence of the person. Alright, so now that we're ready, there we go. Okay, zoom in, get on this layer here, and then we will make this a dark green. Okay. Oh, well, that's not what we want. Alright, so we have a 3/4 look here. We have a very round face. Now, people talk about line confidence, and line confidence is a big thing. It is a big, that's something that people underestimate for importance in art. What I'm doing is not very confident at all, but that's okay currently because we're still in the sketching phase. Now we don't want this line here to be too harsh because she is young, but she does have very pronounced smile lines. So we still want it visible, and we're gonna get rid of these lines in the coloring phase and replace it with just shadows instead. But until then, we want a representation so that way when we get to it in the coloring phase, it'll show up. And she has very thin lips. And now I'm just marking out where the teeth are now, but okay. Alright, let's get rid of this center line here. Gotten all the use out of it that we need. Alright. Now, naturally, I mean, it seems like this young lady has more of a mature face, which is interesting when you're trying to draw children, because normally you want the features to be very soft, but when you get a child who has very harsh features, it begins to kind of get into that uncanny valley area. I guess you have to kind of rely on the rest of the drawing to carry that. But like I said, these are just lines for now. They're not necessarily going to stay there. Dependent. A lot of these are going to be covered up. But during the sketching phase, we want to kind of mark where every detail, well, at least I do, personally, mark every single detail. So that way, whenever we get to the coloring stage, and this face is very, very wide, so we're gonna actually thin that out. And first, alright, we want to get the right ratio here. It's probably gonna look pretty bad for a little bit until I can get the correct proportions. But hey, that's all part of the process. She doesn't have very, eyebrows really to speak of. This makes this, honestly, it's a pretty difficult portraiture. Especially, this definitely looks like she has a mustache. We're gonna get rid of that for now. I think we can kind of recognize, especially since we'll still have the reference. We'll know where that line is. All right. And that's let's see. Okay. Hopefully this should all come together once we finish the rest of the head, because as of right now, looks pretty creepy. This isn't gonna do it any favors. Oh lord, it's all part of the process. Just remember that. It always looks worse before it gets better. Oh lord. Head shape is not lending itself very well for the sketching process. I'm killing myself here. Actually, you know what? We'll fill in this for now. Her teeth are showing in the smile, but as of well, you know what? All right, while we're here, kind of make this more indented. And then we're gonna mark out the ear. That kind of helps it a little bit. Just gently do some details on the ear there. Alright, the hair. The hair should save it. Hopefully. Alright, now in this instance, she has her hair up. But what we could do to kind of... It looks like she has very curly hair. So it looks like the hairline is right about here. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to make some adjustments later on, especially in relation to the actual head. In fact, we're gonna kind of. Oh, let's do it. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, so now. Let's see if we can't find a picture of her with her hair down. That might help things a bit. And oh my god, some spam. You gotta love spam. Alright. Let's go back here. Who we want. Yes, that is exactly who we want. Alright. So that was just the first picture that we found. So let's find more. Wow, they're much younger in that one actually, so let's find. Okay, actually that one looks good. I like that. She actually has glasses on in that one, so that I think will be. Yeah, and you know what? This harsh nose isn't doing it any favors either. So what we'll do is we'll actually. And she's actually a lot shorter than this as well. Block that out. And that'll kind of help out. And looks, I mean, these lenses are pretty close by in this picture. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I think also her mouth is a bit large in this, and it needs to be smaller. And then also, in addition to that, let's go ahead and just take all of this and well, that didn't do exactly what we wanted it to do. We're gonna go back and liquefy that whenever we get a chance. Well, I mean, we have the chance. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do that now. Liquefy is my best friend. Now, whether or not it actually works, there we go. So bring the chin in here, because it's not quite that dramatic. Actually, you know, while we're here, let's go ahead and just get rid of this part right here, because that's, I mean, it's pretty unflattering, and that's not exactly what we're trying to go for in this. We do, you know, it is like an animated thing after all. Like, it's one thing to recognize, you know, anatomy features, but it's another thing to implement them. And artists, that's why artistic liberties exist, you know? Alright, so we're gonna go ahead. This is already looking a lot better. And actually, her hair is actually a lot curlier than that. It's kind of poofy. And she actually has like a nice little bow here, which I think will go really nicely with the rest of the motif that we're aiming for. Alright. Nice little pink bow. Alright, yeah, that ended up turning a lot better once we got the rest of the image going. And then, okay. Actually, this isn't very centered here, so we're looking for, yeah, right there. Now, the thing is I think we actually made this, I think we made the original sketch a little too large. Because looking at this person now, they are actually quite tiny. Alright, let's go ahead and give it a quick zoom out. And rotation. Oh. Actually, you know what? That we actually don't... I don't think we actually did make it too large. Maybe a little bit too large. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move her down like that. Well. Now, why did you select everything there, Photoshop? Alright, yeah, that makes things much better, I think. We're going to take this hand, move it back down. Actually take this and just scale it up. Ooh, that's not the one we wanted to scale up. What are you doing? Alright, scale up this image here a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Trying to find a good ratio here. So the problem is with this. Yeah, they're looks like they're kind of conjoined twins here going on. Okay. Okay, I think we can do that as long as we make some adjustments to the anatomy here. So we want to raise this up. Ugh, Photoshop, you're kind of annoying. Did that seriously just... Oh, Photoshop. You kill me sometimes. So we want that to be right there. Okay. Well, that shouldn't have done that. That was just stupid. Alright. Something like that. Then we can condense this. Okay. Now let's zoom back out. Alright, let's take Liquify here. Liquify is an artist's best friend. So is energy. Okay. Now that we have that, yeah, that makes it look more even. It also gives that, there we go. All right. we will take hers, and we will actually lower her shoulder. There we go. Now it's looking a bit more natural. All right. Okay. We're doing pretty good. Actually, while we're at it, looks like devil's in the details, right? So we're gonna go ahead and add just a little. Looks like they have like a ribbon kind of a thing. Not like the ribbon above here, but like a little thing here. All right. Alright, so the shirt's being, the cloth's being pinched like right here with the arm being behind, and this is putting pressure on this area. So you want to recognize that whenever you're doing cloth. Does she have a noticeable, okay, no, there's no noticeable collarbone, but there is separation between the neck, which I will more accurately mark whenever we do color. Ooh. Oh, we're on the wrong layer. That's fine, we're gonna merge them soon anyway. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of that. And then now we will take, so with this, same thing here, it's kind of pinching outwards. But you don't want to overdo it either. Add too much, too many of those, and kind of becomes muddled and looks unnatural. But just enough to kind of make it look. There we go. All right. We're gonna go in here and actually redo a lot of these lines here as well. Alright, and then there's the little collar here that we're gonna put in. And then okay. The thing about jeans is they don't really follow the same rules as a lot of cloth items do. There's a bunch of it's kind of just random. I mean, not exactly random, but they are denim jeans. Denim jeans don't really follow the same rules as most other forms of cloth. There's a lot more bunching up of the material. It's very thin, very, it's not exactly random. You can still follow the same template, whereas where it's being pinched, you want to, crumple that area more than where it's not being pinched. But of course, it's much more Whereas the shirt's kind of wide and swoopy, and you know, you can make big strands of bunched together. The jeans, on the other hand, are very, very tiny, very frequent, and sometimes even in areas where it's not bunched up, it still has that little tiny bumps, little tiny long bumps, whatever those are called. But that's the technical term, is little tiny long bumps. All right. All right, and then we're gonna, the hand, about half the size. Given that it is a child's hand that we're dealing with. And they're kind of doing this, so it's a little... like this, only, yeah. There we go. Something like that is pretty accurate, I'd say. And actually, we can get rid of that and, yeah. We'll actually bring this in a bit as well. We're gonna liquefy. I'm telling you, liquefy is an artist's one of digital artist's greatest tools. You can get a lot done with liquefy. Alright, so there's that. And then actually, let's grab the details that we had here that we accidentally put on a separate layer. Put them here. And then we can erase that, giving it more of a 3D feel, which is good. And then now we can go back to this layer and kind of get rid of this blocking out stage now that we've gotten the refined sketch. All right. And now, before we finish, we're gonna go ahead and flip the canvas again. Get a good, yeah, see, that's why we do this. So now that we've flipped the canvas, we're gonna take this. You can see the, this is always why this, oh, this, that's the wrong layer to do that on. Yeah, that eye there is much smaller than it should be. And that is why we do it. Gotta make that more proportional. Okay. There we go. And then kind of... oh! Well, that didn't fix anything. Alright, kind of move the bottom of that ear. Give this more of an indent. right, now we go back to flipping the canvas. I think we'll get back to that one. It's, the face still isn't exactly where I'm at, where I need it to be, but yeah, let's go ahead and do it again. The rest of it looks fine. Problem is, ooh, okay. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty much where we wanted it to be. Okay. None of this. Here. Just this nose. And then adjust the cheeks here. And then bring this in just a tad. This is more of a, yeah, okay. Okay, adjusting the glasses there. Now that we've done that, actually, the head is a bit off-center, so we're gonna go ahead and take care of that. Alright. Alright. Let's go ahead and erase that. Okay, that's a lot better. Now, I think... Let's see, what time is it? 4:44. We've been live for about 53 minutes, yeah. Alright, so we're gonna call it a night on this one. We're gonna save real quick. And then we're going to go forth. We're gonna start tomorrow. We're gonna do the other two. Finish that off. At least the sketches. And then comes the fun part, and I can finish the whole thing in just a day. But other than that, I think that pretty much wraps it up. Actually, I'm going to save this picture because it also has a picture of their son. That's the one that we need for this one right here. All right. Well, I appreciate everyone for joining. Stop back tomorrow to see this worked on just a bit more, and hopefully maybe we can get to a finished project. But that's it for me. Make sure make sure to not hit your microphone. Like, subscribe, follow, do all the fun stuff. All the links for all my socials and everything are down in the down in the about section and whatnot. Other than that, that's it for me for tonight. I will see you tomorrow, same time. Stay creative. Peace.